Welcome back, everybody, to another Reclamation video. It's Bjorn here, and let's get into this episode. I honestly cannot remember what we did last episode, but we did something. Looks like we were about to do a ritual. Uh, okay, crumbling catalyst. This seems to be something. Okay, so this one transforms stuff. That's right. I remember that. Sorry about that. That sounded like a little bit like it was a little bit loud. Okay. Now I believe we just need a little bit of this fairy dust over here. The leaves. Um to finish up that circle. And if I remember correctly, we needed to um who's and what's it get a spruce sapling and then use that to grow in the center of all of this. Okay, well, let's get on with it. How is everybody doing? Because I am doing just great. I'm having a lot of car troubles recently, but currently, we're playing some Minecraft, Reclamation especially. Excuse me, and yeah, I mean, I can't really say too much about it. I mean, the day is just new, or not really new, but it's the afternoon for me. And I mean, yeah, I get to play games and record and have a good time. And then after this, I will be back playing base Minecraft again, or vanilla Minecraft, the series that I've been doing. I will be doing it again. I'll be returning to it. I took a break last week. Oh, I took honestly a massive break from all of them for a while. Majority of it, I believe I was just hanging out with family and friends. So, I had to take some me time. Yeah, taking me time while making videos. Not exactly something that goes hand in hand. But, I mean, still. I wanted to take some time to treat my friends to a nice hangout, going somewhere. Um, and then just hanging out with the family. I don't really do that often with college and everything. So, I think it was quite nice to do that. Is this going to, work or not? Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, I think we just take that and put that on that pillar. And then now what we can do is put that there, and that turns it into 4 instead of 2. Awesome. I'll just keep doing it. Awesome. There we go. Now we have a ton stored up, and immediately what I'm going to do is set it up for the next time, because I know I do this way too often where I don't have that set up at all. Okay. And then another thing I want to do is make some shears so that I can take these and place them on this so that they are forced to grow. And then there we go. We also have guaranteed apples to spawn. So now this for rituals we have, right? Yep, we have that. We have that. Now we have a never-ending supply of apples. Awesome. That is always accepted. Alright, now I'll just dump the rest of this into there. Okay, what's next? What's next? What are we doing? We already got that. Yep. What's this? Powder of dried stasis. With high enough aura in an area, dried earth will slowly convert to dirt. If you want to stop this effect from happening, powder of dried stasis will prevent the conversion of dried earth to dirt in the area that it's placed. I'm not doing that, because I want everything to be converted, because that'd be really, really good. And speaking of that, I'm going to, I was trying to crouch doing that. What I want to do is get a ton of bone meal and um, grab some, whatchamacallit, materials, like grass and everything, and just kind of build up the aura so that we can get that going. Um, and then move or keep moving on. Like I know we need grass, so I'll be shearing that to get some grass. Wait, do I already have a pair? Yes, I do. I am stupid, but that's okay. Ah, you guys are probably yelling at me right now, just like, why'd you do that? But I did it because I could, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna get a ton of these. I'm gonna get a ton of Botania flowers, and just all around, um, just collecting everything, making sure we have it. Um, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't want to do too much. Not too much, but I don't want to get into something and not be able to, um, really get it done, like kind of like in the last episode where we were in the middle of ritual, but getting the gold powder was hindering us from doing that. So I'm gonna try my best to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, good. That is converting nicely. So that can work. Nice. And we also have these. I think that's the rest of the stone that we had cooking up. So now we have this if we want to continue into Botania. And yes. Alright, so there we go. And then come in with the shears. And there we go. Now I'm going to take... Well, no, I'll just do a couple more. Because I do need two, I believe. To dye. To make... There it is. No, I need four. Never mind. I stand corrected. Alright, so I'll grab one of these and I'll already place it over here. Yep, no adverse effects. Awesome. Alright, and then... Yep, just continue doing this. New flower added, which is an oxydaisy. There we go. Awesome. And now we're just gonna keep rinse and repeating this whole cycle. And if you do look at my experience bar, I did die last episode to the phantoms. Even though I do have a sword, the botanist sword, they still got me. Okay. I'll turn majority of this into dye, and I'll just keep hold of the wow, my voice cracked right there pretty badly. But I'll be keeping hold of the rest of the flowers so that when it comes for a cycle, because the big thing that the whatchamacallit, where's my there it is. The big thing that I'm trying to bring my words together, I'm blanking. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. The big thing that the flower eater or whatever it is, the herbivorous absorber is that, or like the claws to it, is if it has the same flower back to back to back, it will not, or it will have adverse effects. I don't know why I have such a trouble speaking today, but I'm hoping I don't have any more tongue twisters or whatever. Okay, that's a good one. And now I'm going to grab this one. What I'm going to try to do is kind of do like a one of every type of flower to make everything not easier, but to make it better so that for me in particular, so that I don't have to strain, to strain my mind on what flower I did last. Because, I mean, as you can tell right now, I'm struggling to even speak, which is a new record. Okay, so with that blue flower, yeah. Oh wait, wrong thing. With that blue flower, oh yeah. There we go. Do that. Break that. And then grab this. Do that. Do that. Nope, not that. And then turn it into dye. We can feed it this, and we should be good. Yes, as you can see up here, this aura around bar is what is mostly the aura is giving from this. So that really helps a lot. Alright, it really helps me just make sure I'm not doing the wrong thing. I don't know what I'm touching. I'm trying to get into the pouch. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. Why not? Okay, there we go. Purple flower. Good. Mystical blue flower. Good. Mystical lime flower. Good. That flower. Don't know what it is. Cyan. Oop, it went up a tick. And there we go. Awesome. Now, just for the sake of it, let's look into here, see what's the next thing. Transmutation Catalyst. Okay, this one requires a lot of things, like tainted gold, which I honestly... Oh, so gold. Alright, so that means we need to move into the nether. That's gonna be a very interesting thing, but you know what we might actually do instead? What is this? The Horn of the Wild lets you harvest a large area of crops without manually collecting them one by one. Ooh! Never mind. Wait, have I made one of these? No, I have not. Okay. I can make one. I can indeed make one, though. Breath of the Goddess, that's with birch. Darn it. Okay, Breath of the Goddess mixed with Hint of Rebirth. Okay. So we'll need... Okay. Alright, I believe I can do that. That does not seem difficult whatsoever. And let me just read what it says quickly one more time. The Horn of the Wild lets you harvest a large area of crops without manually collecting them one by one. Okay. Interesting. Harvester. The harvester is a little harder to make than the other automated harvesters, but it makes up for it in ease of use. Place it on the same level as crops and it will harvest them a 3x3 area by default, but this can be upgraded with machine upgrades. Interesting. Wow. Never mind. We are nowhere close to getting diamonds. Awesome. Just what I wanted. Okay, and then there's create, obviously. Mob Safari, not getting into that one. And we don't really need storage currently. I think we might need to get into this one in particular, or this tree, because we are getting into Inferium. What happens? Can we see when it's growing? Like what it can be grown into? Like what's the byproducts of it? That'd be helpful. Of course not. Awesome. Because I'm trying to figure out how to make that right here. These mystical fertilizers. Ooh, I can get one from Inferium Seeds. I can make that right now. Yeah. Oh wait, that's right. I did that one. So essentially, we're just trying to hold off on going into the Nether right now. Because I think that'll be very big hassle that I quite really not want to do. Okay, so we're going to need some of these copper nuggets and a cutting table to make those prosperity shards. And if no one's ever done mystical agriculture, it's a pretty simple mod. It essentially, wow, did I not get anything? Okay. How rare are these prosperity shards? A 15% okay. So we're gonna be farming up some of these. Ooh, okay. The aura like spiked for the area. That's what we want. Good. Okay. So now I'm gonna take the time to speak upon that. So mystical agriculture essentially allows you to grow or use crops to grow materials, kind of like with this right here. With agricraft, where you crossbreed it, and you can quite literally get copper nuggets. Now, with mystical agriculture, you can get byproducts. Um, like you can grow whole copper bars. Or not copper bars, more so. You get the essence, and then the essence crafts whole copper bars. Sometimes the essence make a ton of said item, and then sometimes you need a ton of essence to just make one. Or in this case, if we were to make, say, like a nether star, which you can, um, that nether star, the essence, once combined, they make a nether star shard, and then you need a lump sum amount of those shards to then make a nether star, or a singular nether star, like nether star right there. Then you have, oh, never mind. Uh, Supreme. Oh, okay. There's no Supremium. Okay, there it is. So Supremium Essence. What can it make? Let's see here. I think it's only up. Oh wait, no, there we go. So we have emerald seeds. Then there's netherite seeds. So looking at here, let's take a look at netherite. Right. Bam, bam. There you go. So you have netherite essence, and you need 8 of those to make 1 ingot. So you skip this whole gold and netherite scrap process, but to make a single supremium essence, you have to blood, or you have to go into blood magic. Wow. Okay, so it forces you to do or go into other mods. That is awesome. Okay, I'm down with that. Yeah, like with this one, it forces you to go through Enchanted to get Prudentium, and then and then use Botania to get Tertium, and then Tertium you have to go into what's the next one? What's the next step? There you go. Then you have to get into mechanism to get imperial, or what is that? Imperium. And only then, you go into blood magic to make supremium. Yeah. Or from the looks of it, you can go into blood magic. Yeah, blood magic, or you can do mechanism. But either way, you need to have blood magic. Wow, that's interesting, and honestly, I like that. It kind of forces you to look at all of the mod packs they have in store. Like, we have to do um mystical agriculture to progress through. Okay. Or if we want to use mystical agriculture, we have to use whatchamacallit, uh other mods to even get to the end game of said mystical agriculture. So ultimately, I think it's pretty freaking awesome. Like, I don't know many mod packs that actually force you to do that. And honestly, I think that's like, I mean, I'm like I've said, it's interesting. I'm down with that. That's awesome. And I do apologize for the dog barking in the background. That's my big dog barking. Um, so please ignore it. Um, she's loud, but I mean, she means no harm. All bark, no bite, quite literally. Um, but yeah. Anyways, so we have prosperity shards right there. Ooh, we get even more. Okay. And then inferium land. So it's just okay, we need regular dirt, which I think we have left over, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, we have some over here that we're not using, and I'm going to actually have to change those with this inferium because I believe it. I'm not sure if they combined or works that way, but we're gonna see if we can grab agricraft and use it for everything else as well. Okay, now we're gonna need some seeds. But like I was saying, inferium land. Okay, never mind. I want to say if I can, if I take this, what can it be put on? Rich soil, farmland. Now if we make it max level, podzol, rich soil, farmland, podzol. Okay, so if I try to put that, okay, never mind. That works. Okay. Add a little bit of water to it. Will it grow? I don't think it's gonna work. No, it will not. Okay, so it has to be stuck to this. Yeah. That definitely sucks. Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll use those for the regular normal stuff. There we go. We just have regular wheat seeds right here. Well, we can use that stuff for this. Like inferium seeds just to grow it. Ooh, this works with this too. Awesome. Alrighty. And there we go. Yes, okay. what can this get crafted? Okay, that's what it is. Alright, so we'd still need Prudentium, which requires either this, which is essence, or every essence, I guess, to be made. I'm not sure how to make those elemental, I mean, I guess it'll tell me. Uh, Elemental seeds, there we go. That will tell me. Alright, so we're not too far away from accomplishing what we need. But we do have this, so we can upgrade everything. Okay, now what we are going to need, let's take a look here, is prosperity shards. Okay, so they require infused iron to make. Alright. Did we use all of our iron? I believe so. Which is not really ideal. Because we 100% need every little bit that we can get. Darn it. Okay. Well, we used it a lot to make stuff, so I guess we're going to need to make even more of it. Okay, so let's look at that. Alright. So we need more salt. Mercury we have a little bit of, and sulfur. Alright, so... Oh, I hate keep having to go back. Iron. There we go, there we go. And go back to the incubation. Sulfur. Liquefaction. So we need... Oh, you can use iron to make that too? Okay. 10 millibuckets, 50. Ooh, okay, I didn't even know that. And then raw iron with 10 millibuckets. Well, makes 3? Okay, well I'm not sure how you would get raw iron straight up, but okay. We would do that. Well, actually, if we want to do it better, right, we could just, okay, I have some ideas flowing. Alright, that's what I need. Oh, I already have it in my inventory. Okay. Turn that on, turn that on. And then I'll turn the rest of this to that. Oh wait, that's right. I can make this more effective by just using coal. There we go. So now we have sulfur, alchemical salt, and then we can just start this. Now let me look at the mercury part just to make sure so we can get that get that continuously going. No, how to make mercury. There we go. That's the bread. Okay. So I take that in there and then do that. And then I can take this, toss that in there, and that will make a ton more, I believe. Or it will allow us to make more. And now this is the salt, that's right. And then this, throw 3 more in there. Right? Did I read that right? Sulfur, yeah. Oh, that's, okay, wrong one. Got it. All I needed was just the salamonic fluid in there. Not what I thought I needed. Okay. And throw another charcoal in there. Let's take a look at this. So I'd only need 8 in there, and then that'll smelt all of that down. I'll take the rest of that. We only have 1. Okay, we need more sulfur. There we go. That is going. And then maybe we can... Never mind. I was gonna say we could have a little bit more copper, use up the rest of it, and then start using iron. Because apparently, from the looks of it, that will give me more yield. Yes. One thing I do like that this isn't, since this is in the water, is that this is a whole lot better. Wait, actually, I could probably take this out of the water now that it's crop rosea. Rosea. Since it's all at 10. Oh. All 10, so it can grow on straight up sand. Which I can do. Alright, yeah, I can 100% do that. Do I have any sand? No, I do not. So anything that is level 10 worthy, I can just scoop that. I think that's why it's not, or they're not growing to the best of their abilities. It's because now they just need to be, or the level 10s need to be put on sand instead of be kept underwater. Like this. Right? This is a straight 10. Oh, it needs to be put in water. Right? I mean, from the way that this said, is if it's straight up strength 10, does it need to be submerged now? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I thought that it would still grow. I guess not. I am confused. So I no longer need dirt. I can use sand. And it should grow. Right? Yes. That should technically allow it to grow. Okay, so do I need to be, like, on top of it or something? Not 100% sure. Okay, but apparently it got me a lot. Okay. Oh well, I'm not complaining, I guess, or not too much. Alright, so now I'll head over here. Okay, I got enough iron. Can toss that in there. Those are done. And I just need more mercury. There we go. So now that is completely empty. I can take a bucket of this, put that in there, and then one of those, and that should work and do the exact same. But what I'm actually going to do right now is harvest some of this wheat over here, make a ton more bread, and then make a ton more iron as well. I think this is the one, yes. Yep, from the looks of it, that should be doing it. And then I'll put a ton in there. Yeah, I'll just put 8 into the air. There we go. That should make me some more iron. I'll just toss those 4 in there. Okay. How much do I need for this? 4. Alright, so I need 4 infused, which should be enough. There we go. I need more mercury. That is out of... That's out of that. I just need 1 more. Alright, I got 4. Everything else can just keep running on idle, essentially. There we go. This is going to bring the aura down just a tad bit, but not too concerned. I can always come in with a little bit more flowers, and that should be fine. Okay. So, once I'm done with this... Alright, there we go. That works perfectly. Oh, wait. Get rid of that. Alright, now we need it with Inferium. There we go. 4 of those. With that, plus that. There we go. And now, all we need is putting that in the center, these in the corner. We now have an Inferium watering can, which should essentially make all of these grow. No, they're not. Okay. Well, I have an idea that just struck me. I'm going to grab a slab and put it in the center to see if I just need to be somewhat in the water, but also not quote unquote hitting the water. You catch my drift. Ooh, never mind. What I kind of... What I want to accomplish is not waterlogging that. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that, though. Okay, well, yeah. I'll just do this. I'll break all of this. And do that. And try to pick up as much of all this crap as I can. I'll toss that out. Oh wait, I didn't put anything away. There we go. And then we just need a little bit more crop rosea. There we go, toss out some grass. Throw in some iron bars, because that just makes sense. And now I need to fill up the hole real quick. Or at least disrupt it enough so that I can do something like this. There we go. them in by placing that, and that should start flowing around it. Like so. There we go. Oh, and it waterlogs it anyways. Of course it does. Let me see if I can do something like this. Nope, it still waterlogs it. Okay, well, this is going to be an issue for me another day. I'm gonna go put these away in a chest so that they don't or not despawn, but the things outside of that double chest over there doesn't despawn. And that will be it for this episode. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please give it a nice big thumbs up. And yeah, show up next time. We'll have a good time again. Alright. Peace out.